Let's go to rugby now. The season might be over, but the Herald's All Blacks power rankings are out today. They've ranked every player to pull on the black jersey this year. And so to tell us all about the good, the bad and the ugly is Winston Aldworth, Herald Sports Editor. Good morning, Winston.
Good morning, Ryan. How are you, mate?
Very well, thank you. So where are we starting? What are the power rankings? Well, how do they work, first of all?
Sure. So after every game, we produce player ratings on the All Blacks and their opponents. So we rate every player's performance. You look for some key moments, and we've got stats from the game. You know, how many ball carries, how far did they run, all of that stuff. What we've done at the end of the season, we've pulled together all of the All Blacks ratings from the entire season, and we've got their average scores across the season. And if you're a saddo like me and you've watched every minute of it, then the average scores pretty much reflect what the general feeling about the individual performances has been. Top average comes in as Cam Roigard, brilliant little halfback. The gulf between him and the other contenders at halfback is probably the biggest gulf between a starter and a backup that there is in the squad at the moment. He's been fantastic when he's on the field, and he's sorely missed when he's not. The others, Ardie Savea, obviously, Caleb Clark's been great. Lester Fainga'anuku, really great return to the side, and Cody Taylor, a reliable set of hands in the front row. So that's what we've pulled together.
Are there any that because you watch every minute of it, you see them in action, are there any that on paper actually surprised you? You thought, I didn't realise they were that good?
Leroy Carter was the bolter at the start of the season, but he had a pretty rough time of it on the Northern Tour. Kind of, wouldn't say got shown up, but and also would have loved to see more Ruben Love, little fullback from the Hurricanes. He got a start against Wales and looked good there. You can only wonder if with a few more opportunities he might have done better. The surprise thing, if there is one, isn't who's gone good. It's who's sort of underperformed a bit. All three Barretts had pretty rough seasons with injury interruptions. Bowden's probably the one of the three that's had the toughest time with form, and it kind of feels like he's just keeping the jersey warm until Richie Mo'unga gets back. Captain Scott had a bit of a tough time with form and injury, and Geordie was just knocked about by injury. Will Jordan was another one that was oddly flat season, beaten in the air a lot. He's still lethal strike player when he's running with the ball in hand. So.
Any personal bias go into these calculations?
None at all. It's utterly scientific. It's me, a screen and a keyboard. Of course there'll be bias, but you sort of have to engage in it. You know, after a game, when people stand around talking about the game, they're talking about individual performances, and we've talked before about how we follow what the audience are reading, what the audience are interested in, and the audience interest in player ratings is pretty big.
Really?
Yeah, it's a biggie. So we have to engage. We have to get in there.
Do you think that, there's been a lot of talk about this team in particular. Some have said, they're not world class, or, they're not the team. They're certainly not the greatest All Blacks team we've ever had. Do you have faith in them?
Mate, I reckon only in New Zealand would we look at a 13-test season with 10 wins and be angsting about the state of the game. We got beaten by an absolutely phenomenal South African team, but we also beat that South African team the week before. All the elements are there. We got beaten by a very good England performance as well, and against Argentina they just dropped the ball. So the elements are there. The nature of those defeats was a bit worrying. Once they started losing against big teams, it kind of unravelled.
The 90 came off.
Yeah, if you will. And so I think that was a worrying thing. But look, they're an incredibly talented bunch. We might see some changes in the coaching structure, I think, before the next season kicks off. Similar thing happened with Ian Foster around this time in his reign, and it got them within a penalty kick of winning the World Cup final. So, I think
Too early to panic.
We worry a lot about it.
Do you think a lot of that is because of, psychologically as a country, we might be a little bit insecure? And so when the All Blacks kind of falter, halfway through a game, when they lose it and they start, basically just their confidence is gone, we all go, yep, that's us,
Yeah. It's because we've got too many regional councils and road cones, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Winston, you're talking my language, my love language. Winston Aldworth from the Herald this morning. Those power rankings are out. You can catch them at nzherald.co.nz.